And we're back. Yes, it's been a casual year and a half or so. And today I'm gonna be making a solo sesh. So welcome back to Let's Yap. I've been contemplating a lot lately about actually making content for this channel. But it's more than that, it's not about content, it's about like sharing and being as visible as possible without literally exposing myself to this degenerate world who has done nothing but prove that it wants to harm us. Women like me, lesbians, real, true lesbians, sovereign lesbians. Lesbians who won't, don't, can't participate in what this matrix or whatever you want to call it wants us to participate in, and wants us to be, not to be free sovereign lesbians, who value truth and freedom more than these delusional concept of happiness or whatever. I was gonna wait to clean my entire apartment, or at least my office, before I would sit down with myself here and make a video here, or it's not really a video, but like a yapcast, as we like to call them. But I don't know, today was especially, I don't know, soul-crushing, draining, fucked up, really. I don't know if you can say that here, but who cares? Who's gonna watch this, honestly? If you do watch this and you do resonate, there will be more. I will work on that. We will work on that because, of course, Talele is gonna be coming back. Today I'm just gonna do a little side episode, I guess. Side sesh. Solo thing. Basically, here goes. I've been on the internet pretty much my entire life. Never have these so-called algorithms been so accurate, for lack of a better word. Aligned, maybe? By the way, I'm reading this from a diary entry that I wrote on Saturday, June 27th, 2026. And I wrote this specifically for the purpose of making this. So, I go on. So, yeah, still, save for a few niche, hidden away social media corners or nukes, I've never, ever, not just me, we've never found anyone vibrating on my frequency, or this vibe, like, you'll know if you know, and expressing it openly. And yeah, I say never, but I did meet my friends, whom I consider more than family, including Talele and Kitty, whom you've met in the previous episodes a year and a half ago. I am here for you. I guess I could say I am the bridge and the oasis where people, lesbians like you, are already and are going to be, because I am that, and I said so. That's literally what I wrote. That was it. Today was very challenging. I can't make sense of this anymore. I live in a big city, and as soon as I step out of my apartment, which, by the way, I already don't like this fucking apartment. It's literally a fucking torture chamber in terms of climate control. There is no climate control. There's no ventilation. And I mean, in its days, like in the 60s, this was considered literally a luxury apartment. Like, can you believe that? I mean, by boomer standards, fucking everything's luxury because they're mediocre beings, respectfully. Obviously, if you are a boomer lesbian listening to this, like an actual lesbian, this is not including you, like you already know. I mean, plus, nuclear damage and lead paint or whatever, something. Shit happens. That generation was definitely some kind of social experiment. And I was just listening to a video, kind of rambling here, but I heard this phenomenon where in America, a lot of people don't realize where food comes from. Like, to the point that where they don't know that apples come from trees and that you shouldn't be eating a fruit from a tree, which is fucking insane. Because I'm not blaming those people specifically. I'm just saying, like, this is how much they want us disconnected from life itself, from nature, from, the universe, from the flow, from being, from ourselves, from each other. Anyways, I just want to go back to today. The big city thing. Every single day I'm in traffic. Okay, pretty much. I mean, anytime I go out for work, for leisure, shopping, grocery shopping. I hate grocery shopping. Anyways, I'm shaking. Like, I'm actually shaking. I was working, just doing my work for once. And then, without going into too much detail, none of what I worked on got saved. Even though, like, I was working for like 4 hours, just everything I was saving and saving and saving every fucking 5 minutes, everything I wrote, saving. This platform I was using, none of it fucking saved. So I was literally worked 4 whole hours for absolutely fucking nothing. And it just kind of like, I actually had to get off my chair and sit down on the ground, because that's how shaken I was. Not because of like, oh no, like my work that I don't give a fuck about just got lost. No, it's not that. It's just, this is my time. This is my life. How is it being spent here? This is my time. This is my life. How is it being spent here? Actually, because your life is a collection of moments, that you live every single moment until the next. And that was my life. This is my life. These are my moments. Me in traffic every single day. And for some reason, today was particularly fucking unhinged. But just a couple of days ago, there was a whole fucking accident. And because, of course, these engineers are such geniuses, there's only one entry and exit for every fucking main street. Yeah, because that's exactly what a big city would need, right? Just everything interconnected so weakly together that the second Main Street closes down, it's over. We're all fucking stuck there for 3 hours. And it's the disrespect of your own citizens. How are you gonna disrespect us like this after literally robbing us of our money every single fucking breath we take? You take 20-30% out of it. Anyways. Okay. Self-regulating noises. You can tell I'm like so fucking done. This must be painful to listen to. I don't know. It's painful to go through, that's for sure. I don't even recognize myself anymore. That's my dinner. I'll be right back. So yeah, I had to pause and check on my dinner, and if you can't tell, I'm clearly some kind of case of ADHD or some shit. But I had to re-listen to myself, and basically, yeah, it's painful to go through. It's horrendous, and there it is. I forgot what I was gonna say, but in any case, like, I do realize that, of course, I probably have it better than so many, countless people, in terms of, factual, day-to-day, I'm not in a war-torn country or anything like that. I'm actually in one of the safest cities in the world, if you can believe that. And a lot of people would consider this city and similar cities, to be, hubs of like everything, basically culture and, arts and opportunity, tech, whatever your inclination may be. This is the place to be, right? This is like as good as it gets on planet Earth in this aeon. So for me to be so disgusted in it, like so like oh my fucking god, it means it can only mean one thing, because I am not ungrateful, disconnected, out of touch person with reality. I'm very in touch with what this world truly fucking is, and its horrendous fucked up potential of absolute undescribable evil. I'm extremely hyper aware of that. So it's not even like that I'm ungrateful or anything like that. It's like, if this is the best you can have here, absolutely take me the fuck out. Take me out back and shoot me, because what? No. There's no. And of course, you know, I mean, I saw this video of like this reel, you know, on Instagram, of this woman who, I believe it was Switzerland she was in visiting, and she was filming like, well, she was mostly filming her face crying, but eventually she did pan out to like for 5 seconds to what it looks like there in the nature, and it was gorgeous. Obviously, you know, it's giving like Heidi. It's giving, you know, those kind of cute little cartoons back in the days. So, and she was crying, and it made me think like, and it was something I've been contemplating on. And by the way, this fucking algorithm, I like, not to be insane, but they're literally reading our minds. Okay. Anyways, that's for another topic. But I was contemplating on this for like a few days now, and like, what do you mean I wake up to this fuck ass hell every single day, this gray ass fucking concrete jungle, and mind you, this city is pretty fucking green compared to a lot of big cities in the world, but still, you know, concrete jungle, nonetheless. And in the meantime, some people be waking up and they have little fucking whimsical, gorgeous nature, lakes, oceans, mountains, prairies. What the fuck do you mean? Why am I tolerating this fuck ass shit right now? What? Like I can't even I don't even have it in me to express this out of my body. Like, I'm gonna have a meltdown. Okay, breathe. Actually, funny fact about me, I was born with breathing issues, and you know, it's not getting any better, but, and I, mind you, again, not me like gassing up this fuck ass city, but it is a pretty clean city compared to a lot of big cities in the world. The air quality here is excellent. Like, I can't even lie. But me being sensitive, it's actually not even good for me. I'm not even, when I tell you this fuck ass air is too dirty for me, and the pollution index in the air is probably like 2. Like, actually, like, it's so low, you wouldn't believe. And it's still horrible for me. Where the fuck do you want me to go now? No! Where was I going with this? Yeah. It's still not good enough. I don't think it's about, like, enough or good or, you know, like, these are just words we use. But really, it's about, it's not aligned. It's just not aligned with this. I'm not aligned with it. And, yeah, circling back to that. You can tell I have a corporate background. The breathing thing is, you know, the city is kind of like an organ when you look at it from a certain perspective. It's like, you know, it has all these arteries, all these veins, roads, you know, blood flowing, quote unquote, which is, you know, traffic. Well, it's mostly fucking clots forming up everywhere, but, you know. And the way this city breathes or flows is exactly how I breathe and flow inside my own body. It's kind of funny like that, where I'm sitting there in traffic and it feels like, why is the same thing going on in my lungs, in my blood, happening in front of me, like outside of me? Like, that's kind of ironic. It's kind of like parallel, like a parable? Whatever the fuck. Those classes are far behind me, thank God. It's kind of like a paradox, or no, not a paradox, sorry, not at all. Okay, I need some sleep. It's kind of like, yeah, the universe telling me like, yeah, like, this is where you're at, and do you like it? No, you fucking know I don't like it. But yeah, It just feels like I know I could be breathing better. I know I could be living better. Literally, that this is my point here. I guess this sesh today is mostly about just me. Well, first of all, showing sign of life, like we're still out here, hi. And not that anybody has ever watched this, but you know. And just kind of ranting, kind of authentically sharing how I feel deep inside, because it's like there's nobody you can talk to about these things really in real life except my chosen family, obviously. But I guess we want and we need this chosen family to grow. And I know, I just deep down in my heart, like literally, I feel like I have to be this. I don't know how to explain it. It's just, as much as I don't want to put myself forward, I do not want to. I hate being perceived. Fucking hate being perceived. And we can wager that that's kind of natural because, you know, human beings evolved or devolved, to like seek approval from the tribe, and approval meant safety, belonging, all that, you know. But I think some people generally do love being seen, perceived, and all that shit. But I really don't. And it's like, if I could just fucking disappear into a mist, you know, I would be right there. I would be in your shower right now. The mist, that's me. Like, don't look at me. Like, clean me up and fucking like dry me out. I don't want to be here. Okay, I don't want to be here. But we're here, right? That's it. We're here, so we're just here. We're just gonna be here for how many ever fucking centuries. That's how it feels like. So anyways, we're here, and yeah, I want to be this. And it's not even like I want, it's like I am that. Like I said earlier at the beginning of this, I am that. Why? Because nobody else seems to be fucking that. Who the fuck is out here being me, like me, you know, like being an authentic sovereign lesbian with a vision, a powerful, anchored, solid fucking vision of we have to, it is our destiny, you know. Welcome to the schizo yap. It is our destiny to get the fuck out, to leave this fucking hellscape behind, actually. And me, I know for a fact that I do not belong here. I am just a guest. I came back here for a reason. I came here to be this because, and I've always known this, not specifically the details and what it meant, like who, you know, none of that. But I've always known I was a guest here, that this was not my home. Like, I don't belong here. And by here, I really mean this entire world, this entire planet. This is not my home. I don't know, call me an alien, whatever. Like, I don't know. It doesn't matter. It literally doesn't matter. I'm just here to be that for others. I'm here to build that bridge between us, you know, because it's going to be very difficult. It's going to be what's coming to this world. You know, it's always darkest before dawn. And what's coming, we're going to need this. And hear me when I say this. Because I'm conveying a frequency here. And it's not going to be conveyed like in terms of, don't think about the words so much. You just gotta like align with it on the frequency. Your being will align with it. If it's already that, it will, and it will be drawn to it. There's nothing to overly intellectualize or analyze here. We're gonna need to be this. We're gonna need to be open to bridge the gaps between us, because we're all gonna be very different from different walks of lives, but we're gonna need to come together. And of course, when I say we, I really specifically mean sovereign lesbians. I don't give a fuck about anyone else. Absolutely, like, I wish them the best. All beings, may all beings be free, you know, from suffering and all that. Of course, you know, blah blah blah. But I'm not here for that, you know. I'm just one singular point of consciousness here. I'm just here for my kin, you know. And that's fine. If we're all here for our own kin, then that's good. As long as we respect each other, we leave each other be. It's all good, and that's what the world needs. And there's a lot of talks about people wanting to merge into like a solar punk kind of timeline, or bring it forth and realize that and then you got the AI people who really want to go through that, like fucking AI slop shit. And it's like every being is entitled to have the experience that they want to have. And I kind of believe that all these things will probably kind of coexist in terms of they won't be on the same frequency, but they might be on the same reality, But I'm not interested in any of them. That's the thing, personally. And I feel like a lot of us are not interested in any of them. I want to go back to being, to nature, connecting with the universe as a whole, and not through the fucking intellect. I am so fucking sick of this fucking brain supremacy type shit lifestyle that we're forcing onto everyone on this planet. I need to connect with my own being through beyond words, beyond concepts, beyond philosophy, beyond ideology, beyond anything that the mind can generate. Bye, I don't need it. I don't want to think. Fuck off. Like, actually, where has thinking taken us? It's just different layers of hellscape after layers of hellscape. And the most genius people ever know this. Eventually you reach a point where you master it all, and then you're like, oh, okay, I'm done. I don't need it anymore. So I think that's kind of it for now. I hope you can relate to this, and I hope you'll come back for more. I hope I'll be ready for more soon. I mean, I am, but it's like, sitting down and actually getting to it and allowing that, very difficult, not very intuitive. And yeah, I want to go back to intuition. There it is. Intuition. The true wisdom, true intelligence, beyond what you think you know. Because then you're limiting yourself. Because there's so much, there's infinite wisdom out here in the universe. And you're only operating from a standpoint of, yeah, I go with my individual experience and what I know or think I know. You're not going to get far. Like, you're not going to build what's needed for what's coming. You gotta become one with, not become, I don't even like that word. You gotta be one with yourself, be one with the flow of life, like what's coming, and to align with that, to allow yourself to align with that, because that's something you can do. I am also so fucking done with doing. I am not doing anything. I'm so done. Like, that is my dream in life, is not to do. Not to do. Why would I do? Fuck off. The doing is supposed to happen through me. Why am I forcing it? Fuck that shit. Oh, like, I am so mad. Like, everything is upside down here. Like, we need to do. No, fuck you. I'm not doing. I just want to be. And if something needs done, then it gets done. Whatever. Like, my hand will move and do it. Fuck. I don't need to fucking force it and spend 2,000 calories to do one fucking thing for 10 minutes. No. Fuck. Whew. You know what? This could be my new therapy. Damn. Yeah, this is gonna be it. I mean, I love journaling too, but it hurts. Like, literally, because I'm writing, right? It actually hurts, and I hate that shit. I think next time I'm gonna do an exercise, maybe. Some kind of experiment where I'm gonna, like, contemplate on the spot on a question or something like that. So, I hope the right people find this. Obviously, if this is not for you, goodbye. Like, simple as that. That's fine. Like, there's everything out there. There's always something for you out there. So, this is not a safe space for anything fucked up, anything degenerate, which is a lot of things out here in this world. I'm not here for any ideology. I'm not here for any fucking, I don't even know, like, pattern of evil. Like, I'm not here for any of that. I'm just here to authentically express and draw in the right lesbians who are aligned with sovereignty and who are committed to growth and sovereignty, who are committed to that new world, new lifestyle, new way of just being, prioritizing that, being, friendship, healthy relationships with friends or chosen family. That's gonna be it for now. Yeah, I think we're like at 20 some minutes. That's enough. Damn, it's always something to say, right? But you gotta put an end to it eventually. Okay, so till next time, sorry for the fan in the background. It is kind of humid and hot, so it's gonna be that. But yeah, bye till next time.